Captain Saber Bro is here to save the day.
Playerism is the antidote to feminism.
You want her to pay for this shit.
No, but I can tell you, women ain't gonna try you if they feel like they can't try you. If they tried you, they felt like it was something else got going on. Worry about you. Worry about you, how you treating me. So make sure you hit that like button.
What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing out there in YouTube land? How's everybody doing? YouTube land, Facebook land. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's see who in the chat, who in the building with me. Let's get it. Let's go. I'm your gracious game advisor. Yours truly, King Dre. We're going to spit some good game tonight. We are going to spit some good game tonight for sure. For sure. Who we got in the house? Who we got in the house tonight? It's a lovely night. I decided to drop in and bless y'all with another one. Y'all know. I just wanted to drop in and bless y'all with another one. One and only, what's going on? Damian Winston, what's going on? Let's get a roll call, man. Y'all in here quiet, bro. I'm not starting until I get to the chats get moving. We're not starting. I need to know y'all in here with me. Then we'll start. But yeah, tonight, man, we're gonna get back on some player-ish. K-Mo, what's up? What's good, bro? We're gonna get back on some player-ish tonight. We are gonna get on some player-ish tonight for sure. Jimmy Holloway, CJ the Dark One, Chris 978, Malachi. Here y'all go. Y'all pulling up. Universal Link. What's going on? But yeah, man, tonight, man, we're gonna get back on some player-ish, man. You know, I've been saving the bros for when I launched the Saver Bro brand. Maybe 2021. I think 2021 I launched the Saver Bro brand. You know, and I got deep into teaching men how to avoid the problems and the pitfalls of having bad game and dealing with bad women and vetting, and which was very much needed. I needed to get my guys out of the hole. You know, I need to get men back where they need to be. And so, you know, lately we've been on some player-ish. So that's what it's gonna be. We on some player-ish. No more of that puppy dog shit. No more of that sad. We spitting game over here. You know, back to my true element. Because if y'all don't know, I started this. My first name for a channel, which is still my business email, was How to Be a Player. That was the name of the book I started writing and everything, How to Be a Player. And that was the goal. So we're going to get back on that for a while. And then if times call to go back to, you know, saving the bros again, I'll do that. But for now, we're going to get back on our player-ish for sure. But, yeah, I wanted to talk tonight about, you know, what players do to get women easier. You got a book? No, I initially, not to tell this story again, but, you know, to make a long story short, before I started doing content and being a dating coach as a business and stuff like that, I was going to write a book. And the book was called How to Be a Player. I got about 60% done. And as I'm struggling to figure out, well, how am I going to get the book popping? Well, you got to be on YouTube or you got to get an audience. And so that's why I started making YouTube videos initially. And the YouTube videos morphed into social media. And social media, you know, here we are. But I didn't start out, oh, how to vet this woman and she doing you wrong. And I didn't start out on the Saver Bro tip. I started out on some, just helping more men be player. Like, and not necessarily get a whole bunch of women. That's not what it's about, but just be more thorough about themselves and help them win more than they already were. What I didn't realize is the amount of guys struggling with women, because this is, I don't know this part of the internet existed. I didn't know this, and we're talking about 2018. How would you know if she doing you wrong though? I don't want to get into that. But this is 2018. I don't even know this part of the internet exists. I don't even use YouTube for shit like this. I used YouTube at the time to watch like gaming videos, music videos, how-to shit. Like, I didn't know this world even existed. And so I started on 2018 making videos about, like, having game and player shit. And then it just morphed into the audience started writing me emails and having questions, and the questions began like, damn, bro, they women running circles around y'all. And so that's where the Saver Bro thing came from. That's where the Saver Bro thing first came from. Me realizing, like, God damn, these dudes having a lot of women problems. So I started talking about that more, and talking about that, those type of topics is how I got popular on social media. It's how I blew up, on social media. I don't want to say I blew up on YouTube because I have 60,000. I don't want to say I only have 60,000 subscribers because that's a lot of people. But I got 60,000. That's not, that's still relatively small in the, grand scope of things, especially compared to my other, my other platforms. I got 1.2 million on one, 200 on another one, 100 on this one, 200 on that one. So, 60,000 is my least one, but I blew up and got popular talking about the problems and the issues. And so I've been finding my way back to the essence, this game. Now, up in between there, I still was kicking that game and stuff like that. Even like my products and services, Attraction 101, how to make a woman fall in love. It was more so the deep advanced stuff. But I'm finding my way back to the roots, if that means sense. I mean, all this game is up in me. Like, I know it all, but not a know it all, but as far as this shit go, at least where I'm at, I know quite a deal. So yeah, tonight we're gonna get back on some player-ish. We're gonna get back on some player-ish tonight. Well, first, if you are watching and tuned in, the Escalation Playbook drops July 13th. We're gonna go over texting, flirting, sexual tension, sexual escalation, the whole nine, the whole package. Get on the wait list now. The link is pinned in the chat, and it is it's pinned in the chat. I'm gonna put it in the chat again, and it's in the comments. It'll be in the comments if you're watching the playbook. It'll be in the description. But are y'all ready to learn what players do to get women easier? Are you guys ready to learn? Are y'all ready to get into this game? If you're ready to get in this game, let me get some fire signs in the chat. I get enough fire signs in the chat, then I start. But I need to see some motivation from the crowd. Not motivation. I need to see some participation. And I need to see you guys giving back to the game. Me spitting the game and you just keep giving your energy back. Let me get some fire signs in the chat if you guys are ready. Slim Mano, what's up? Mactavius, I ain't seen you in a minute, my brother. Yeah, all right. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. There we go. There we go. Justin, what's up? Jay Mills, what's up? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. So look, a lot of you guys, I'm gonna use square in a term of not hip. NY Grandmaster, what's up? I'm gonna use square in a term of not hip, not hip to the game, not basically clueless, game goofy. So I'm gonna use game goofy instead of square, so I don't have to redefine square. A lot of you guys are what we consider game goofy. You don't have game, you don't have social awareness, you don't know you don't know what's going on in the dating world around you, and you don't know how to get what you want. You don't know how to get what you desire. You know, and you basically settling for scraps and you carrying the bag, basically. And so you guys see other guys getting women easy, or you may see guys having a way with women, and you think that it's some inherent quality that they have that you don't have, that you just locked out of the game. God didn't curse you, my brother. You're not cursed. That guy that you see has a set of skills. Nobody's born to be like that. That's nobody's born to be good with women and all that shit. That's, in fact, all of us started out as cold simps, and some girl broke our heart, and we was like, I gotta learn this shit, you know. So that type of shit, just like legends, they say legends are bred, legends are made, players are made, you know. So you're not locked out of the game. But a lot of you guys feel like you locked out of the game when you see a guy that's smooth, or you see a guy that's getting a lot of women. You think you locked out. You're not locked out, Playboy. Eugene, what's up? You're not locked out at all. You just have to understand that they have things in place. They have a system. They know the game. They know what they're doing. They have certain skills that they deploy to make them get what they want easier. And they know how to make it look easy. All it is just it's just a gap between the know-how and the guys who don't know. On one hand, you got a small set of guys over here who know, and then the guys over here don't know. And y'all are the guys over here that don't know. You understand? You just lacking good information. That's all. And skill. So I'm gonna give you guys 5 things that players do to make it easy, to make the game much easier, so that they can have success. Now, before I get into the 5 things in the player shit, before I get into the player stuff and the player game, I need you guys to understand something first. A lot of you dudes are weenies. A lot of you game goofy dudes are weenies. Before you could try to be a player, before you could try to be anything, you got to remember you're a man first. That's the first rule of this shit. You're a man first. And a lot of you guys don't behave like men. Before you can be anything, you have to be a man first. You got to handle your business. You got to stand on your square. You got to believe in something. You got to be convicted in something. You have to be ambitious and, stand for something, stand on something before you can be anything. Keep your word. You got, word, balls, courage, intelligence, intellect. You're a man first before anything. So a lot of y'all try to be, let me teach me the game, and it don't work for you because you're not being a man first. Women don't fuck players, they fuck men. It just so happens that man is a player and it makes it easy for him. Do you understand what I'm saying? Are you getting what I'm saying? Women don't fuck players. Women don't fuck bad boys. They don't fuck alpha men. They fuck men. And those men have things about them that make it easy. So if you're not being a man, none of this shit matter. Standing up for yourself, having boundaries, not letting people disrespect you. When that woman violates you, get rid of her. Not letting people exploit you and take advantage of you. Speaking up for yourself, taking up for yourself, handling your business. You got to be that before you could be anything. Knowing what you want, having direction, just man shit. Not weenie puppy dog poodle shit. So that come before anything. Before I'm a dating coach, I'm a man first. Before I'm anything. A lot of you guys don't even get respect from women. Y'all be in situations with women and women don't even respect you and you tolerate it. That's not man shit. Depending on women, emotionally, physically, financially, that's not man shit. You got to be a man that stand on your own. And the player shit is just the extra. Women are attracted to men. Not adult males, men. Now that we got that out there, are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? If you picking up what I'm putting down, press a 1 in the chat. Press a 1 in the chat if you picking up what I'm putting down. Press a 1 in the chat if you picking up what I'm putting down. All right, that's what I like to see. Now that we got that out the way, now that we know we got to be men, not act like men, be men. Every day you wake up, you're a man, and you handle your business like one. Now that we got that out the way, now we can add to ourselves and put the player shit in us. Now we can drink some player juice. Put that spirit of game in us now that we got that out the way. And the first thing you got to understand what players do to make getting women easier is physical appearance and the way that they present themselves. That's a big deal. Even I know it, and I get up here looking crazy sometimes. But when I'm out moving and grooving and shaking and baking and campaigning, I'm presentable. Right now I'm in my house talking to a grown man, But players put effort into their physical appearance in a way that they present themselves. That's hygiene. Get your dirty, nasty ass in the shower. Get your nails, clean your nails. Keep your teeth clean. Brush your teeth, clean your ears. Keep your hair cut neat. Make sure your clothes is cool. Make sure you got on good clothes. Physical appearance is everything. Now, this is not, looks maxing, not the gay shit. But number one, when you look better, you feel better. And that feeling, whatever's inside of you radiates outward. It manifests itself through your behavior and words. Whatever's on the inside of you, whatever you feeling inside manifests itself in the way that you behave and your words. I don't give a fuck who you think you are. It manifests in the way that you walk, in the way that you talk, the way that you handle your business, the way that you deal with shit, your behavior, your speech, your language, whatever's inside comes out. And if you look good and you look in the mirror and you like what you see, damn, I'm too cold for these hoes. You feel like that. You feel good. You walk higher. Your head is up higher. physical appearance means a lot. Now I know we say, oh, looks, money, status, and all that shit don't matter. It don't in the grand scheme of things. But anybody telling you you can neglect your looks or your physical presentation, I don't even want to say looks because you niggas gonna think I'm talking about bone smashing your face and all that gay shit. But anybody telling you that you can neglect your physical appearance or your presentation and still attract quality women or attract a lot of women or whatever, or be successful with women and get them into your life, they lying to you, especially if you ain't got no money. Especially you ain't got no money. So I don't want to say looks, I'm talking about physical appearance. You know, if you big, you can overcompensate. You can compensate for being overweight. You can compensate for being skinny. You know, if you big, and I ain't talking about big, small. I mean, the healthier you are, the better. You know, the better the care you take care of yourself, that energy radiates outward and it attracts a higher quality of person, right? But if you neglecting, if you are big, let's say you big, you can compensate, dress better, smell better, be fly, be smooth, be charming, present yourself better. You know, if you're a bigger guy, you're not cooked because you big. Big dudes get play every day. Y'all need to watch. I can't really do the I can't really do the reactions to Pop the Balloon show because they strike all the channels down now that they got big. But there's gonna be a lot of big dudes on there. They walk out, they be dressed nice, don't know women pop on them. You see what I'm saying? Your physical appearance, that's the first thing people see when they see you. And if you package good, you can be ain't shit on the inside. You can be ain't shit, weak, sorry, a low down motherfucker. But if you package good, you're gonna get it's gonna be easier for you. So anybody telling you that your your physical appearance don't matter, they lying to you. Now, again, you don't need looks to get matter. To get women. You can be dirty and bummy and get a woman. Right? I mean, you're gonna get what you are. You know, you're gonna get low quality women who are attracted to that. So I'm not saying that, oh, no. What I'm talking about is what players do to make things easier. Because that's the title of the show. Things that players do to make shit easier for them, to get women easier, to get sex easier. And the first thing is, make sure you're looking good. But Jesus said you got the hygiene, you want the fly jeans. That's what the bitches like. You want the bitches, right? Everybody know that, bro. Why you think niggas in the streets and not even just the streets, why you think men dress good? Anybody that's in the game know that. The better you look, the better the more opportunity you're gonna have. And that ain't just women, that's business. I already know if I put more into my look, I get probably way more views. Because my game cold. I just don't feel like doing it when I'm at home chilling. Like I've been at the house all day. I ain't been nowhere. You know, I ain't been nowhere, but I've been telling myself, man, especially to You know, and a lot of the times I think I speak out loud to hold myself accountable. Like I say stuff that's I think out loud and say it on camera so I can hold myself accountable. But even me, I need to be like, man, you need to get back in your bag as far as, you know, presenting yourself better on camera. Cause I don't be giving a fuck. You know, get in your bag about, you know, that way you could set a good example for the people who listening to you and following you. You know? So I'm saying that out loud to hold myself accountable. I mean, I'm telling y'all, but that's just something I be thinking. But anybody telling you that your physical appearance or your presentation don't make getting women easier, they lying to you. Now, I don't want you to think you need looks, money, status to get. No, you don't. And the thing is, everybody in here can do things to enhance or better their physical appearance. You could dress better. You could smell better. Smell is big, bro. The way you smell is big. One thing I don't skimp on my accessories, right? I think these shades like $450. I don't skip on my accessory. These was thousands of dollars. My earrings. I don't skimp on my accessories, my cologne, and my shoes. I have some $12 shorts on, a $5 shirt on, and a thousand. My shoes be $1,000. My shades be $1,500. But that's just my style because I like to dress comfortable. So I'm spending my money as far as my wardrobe. I spend on my shoes and my accessories, right, and my cologne. I got fly clothes and all that shit too, but to me personally, like you could spend your money however you want to spend your money getting fly. I ain't telling you how to spend your money. Spend your money however you want to spend your money. But me, what I personally do, I skimp on my clothes, and because to me the clothes make the man make the clothes, not the, you know. But I think it's harder to get away with cheap shoes, especially sneakers. Now, the brunch boots, which is the Chelsea boots, my homegirl call them brunch boots. The brunch boots and the church shoes and the dress shoes, that's a little bit different. But sneakers, it's harder to get away with cheap sneakers because they just don't look good, or they don't go with everything. But if you got to spend your money on something, well, me, you spend your money. Some guys put they all into their outfit. It's just whatever style you do. You know, some dudes got 1,000 bottles of cologne. Some dudes drop it all on the whole wardrobe. But yeah, some dudes with the watch game, the jewelry game. But it's all in an effort to enhance their physical presentation. And you have to present yourself better, smell good, good clothes. Even if you don't buy expensive clothes, you don't have to buy raggedy clothes or clothes that don't fit. You don't even have to follow trends. You can do you for whatever crowd you in or whatever style you got. You could do you. But the point is to make sure your shit look clean, crisp, and fresh. And you look clean, crisp, and fresh and put together. And smelling good. If you walk up to a woman like that, you probably will get her. How they say, getting chose with your mouth closed. That ain't a saying just to be saying it. That's real shit. That's the first thing people see. They see how you present yourself. And players understand that. We used to go out, bro. We getting fly, bro. That was the thing. When I grew up, me growing up before all this, knowing business, all this soul shit, when my mind was corrupted, it was money, hoes, cars, and clothes, bro. It's a reason the clothes part in there. Money, hoes, cars, and clothes. That's all my niggas know. Shout out to Tip. We was trying to get fly because we knew that's how you get them women. Getting fly. It say a lot about your confidence and your style and the way you carry yourself. Is everybody understanding what I'm saying so far? So if you want to make it easier and you want to do what the players do, or you want to be a player, you can't be walking around looking crazy. Keep your hair cut. Gotta walk like a man too. A lot of niggas standing and walking postures like a little ass boy. But a lot of that come with what they look at when they look in the mirror. They know they look like shit and they feel like shit, and it show up in their posture. Go somewhere and put that shit on. Go get on Pinterest, get on Instagram, find you a style that you're comfortable with, and just start putting more into your appearance and watch what happens. Like I say, I'm gonna start doing it on camera more. Just to lead by example, because I'm preaching it. You know, I do it in my daily life, but y'all don't see me every day. And when I say I do it in my daily life, I don't get suited and booted if I'm going to the store. Typically, I got on, some nice shoes and, I'm comfortable. But my style is more so I like to spend money on my shades. I like to spend money on my cologne, and my shoes or belts. You know what I'm saying? So that's the first thing. If you players, they dress. Or not even dress. They present themselves. They know how to present themselves. I think it also depends on I don't know. It don't matter what kind of woman you trying to catch. That's more so like if you wear streetwear, if you wear business or business whatever, right? Or what's the what the people wearing all the black makeup and shit, emo, whatever the case may be fly at it. Because all women appreciate a man who look good. I don't give a fuck what type of woman she is. They all appreciate a man who's presented well. One thing you ain't never heard a woman say is, "Oh, he presented well. That's such a turnoff." You never, ever heard a woman say that. Now you may see women say stuff like, he's fucking too diva-ish, or he too fashionista for me. I don't want a guy that be in the mirror more than me. I ain't telling you to do that. But you ain't never, ever heard no woman say, he's presented well and it was a turnoff. You've never, ever heard that. Ever. And these bitches got the most ridiculous shit that turned them off. All the stupid icks and all type of stupid, retarded shit, stupid stuff that turns them off and get them the ick that you've been seeing on the internet. You ain't never, ever gonna hear no woman say, he was looking good, I was turned off. If you'll go to that job interview, you gotta, dress to depart for a job interview. So apply that to your life, and I promise you'll start getting more looks from women. Women will start choosing up on you much more. So that's number one. That's all we did. I hope my whole life trying to get fly. While y'all was in school trying to buy stocks and get it, we was in the streets getting money, getting fly. Blowing that shit on clothes and jewelry and cars and all that shit. You understand? So that's number one. That's what players do to get sex easier, get women easy. Physical appearance and presentation. Number two, they only deal with women who are interested in them. I'm telling you what I know, because that's in me. Real players don't deal with women who don't like them. They may double back or put a little pressure, but guys who win with women, the reason that they win with women is because they have the capacity to win with women. And what I mean by that is they leave room in their life for the women who are for them that allow them to win. If they spent their time and energy chasing, trying to get a woman to respect them, chasing women who don't like them, sitting in the friend zone all their life, jumping through hoops, going on 1,000 fucking dates, they wouldn't be winning because all of their time and capacity would be filled with chasing a woman's validation, trying to get a woman. Players know who like them. They know what type of woman like them, and they know how to position themselves and put themselves in front of that woman. A real player know how to do that. I know what type of women like me. And I know where they at. I'm not wasting my time with women who don't like me. Who not interested in me. Fuck like, interested. Who's showing me they're interested? I'm not doing it. I can't win like that. Leak, what's up? It's physically impossible to win like that. Winning takes capacity, meaning in order to have the winning thing, I need room in my life for the winning thing. And if as loser shit in my life, there's no room for the winning thing in my life because we only have a finite amount of time in a day. We only have a finite amount of space, energy, and capacity. You think you got infinite time in a day? You think you got infinite brain power, infinite capacity? No. If all your time is spent on bullshit, that's what you're going to get. That's what your life going to become. Bullshit. Y'all niggas think y'all got all the time in the world. Y'all think I got all the capacity in the world. You chasing 3-4 bitches that don't like you, trying to get her to like you. And by the time you know it, you tired, you got to go to sleep. And you do that every day. How the fuck you going to get a woman who like you, who interested in you, who going to pour into you? And all your time going to this bullshit. It's physically impossible. Players understand that. That's an unspoken rule. I'm not chasing no bitch. Bro, we've been saying that. I used to get shirts made and everything. I got pictures where I got shirts say, two things I never seen, a UFO and a bitch I need. Bro, I was on that when I was a kid, bro. 18, I got club pictures with me right now. A bitch who? We used to go get the airbrush shirts and all that shit with the Jordans. We go get the Jordans come out. We go get the Jordans and go to the flea market. Go to the spray paint man and spray paint some fly slogan on your shit. I remember I had one that say 2 things I never seen, a UFO and a bitch I need. When I was young, 18, 19 years old. We always knew you can't get nowhere chasing no bitch. They supposed to chase you. And I'm not saying the B word to dehumanize or minimize women. I'm just saying, it just is what it is, though. You can't get nowhere chasing no women. How you gonna get money? How you gonna get fly? How you gonna get the women in your life if you listen? Because I don't think y'all understand the concept of you don't have infinity time. You got 24 hours in a day. All your brain power and your thought and your energy is going into making this woman like you. Trying to prove something to this woman. You ain't thought about making no motherfucking money. No, none of that shit. You got your mind is consumed with some woman who don't even like you. And I'm gonna show y'all exactly what I'm talking about. I'm gonna read some of the questions that be on my Instagram page. If I have any, let me see. we talked how to get her to see you. How to keep her sexually attracted through time and keep the spot. Man, that bitch, she's supposed to be worried about how to keep me. I'm not thinking, bro. I ain't never in my life, outside of trying to fine tune my game and get what I want from a woman, I ain't never in my life thought to myself, how do I keep her interested in me? Ever. I believed in my mind and my soul of souls my whole life. After I was in 6th grade, I told you all that story. And it didn't even really sink in until after I was like 15. But especially when I was 17, 18, 19, I truly believed in my heart and my soul that a woman was supposed to try to impress me. Because I'm finna be the one taking care of you. You got to get me. The fuck? It's 1,000 yous. It's only one of me. You a dime a dozen. I always thought like this. Now, some of my choices may not always reflected the good game in the sense because you got ego, of course. But I don't ever remember asking myself, how do I keep her sexually interested? Man, I don't give a fuck about no bitch catching no nut. The fuck about that? I ain't never looked up no how do I sexually please her ever. I'm not saying that you should be like that. What I'm saying is I deal with women who are interested in me, so I ain't got to worry about that. So I could spend my time and energy and my mental effort instead of trying to get some woman to like me, I could pour that into getting some money. I could put my time and energy into getting me some money and building my shit. That was always my thing. I'm gonna just do because it just makes more sense. Why worry about all that shit? Like I used to look at my cousin and I'm like, bro, y'all niggas crazy. Cole Simps. Y'all crazy. Like, how you gonna get money? And you trying to spend your life trying to make somebody happy. You give a fuck about nobody's happiness. Now, I'm not gonna come into your life and disturb you, but I don't live to make you happy. You only got so much time in a day. You only got so much brain power before you get brain fog, before you lock out, before you burn out. You don't have the ability to work 24 hours without drugs. Try to work for 24 hours without drugs or coffee and watch what happens in your ass. You're going to pass out. Your body don't have the energy to be focused on a woman all day. Your brain don't have the capacity to be focused on a woman all day. And if you choose to focus on a woman instead of trying to better yourself, you're going to be unattractive. You ain't going to be shit. Players understand that. And so in order to make that easier, you deal with women who are interested in you. You prioritize the women who are into you. And you ain't got to worry about none of that other shit. So now, when you hear certain guys say that, now you know why. Now, I'm not telling you to get a woman who only like you that you don't like either. No, I'm not telling you that because that's going to stress you out too. But if she not into me or interested in me, or she just like on the fence about me, I'm straight, bro. I'm cool. I'm straight. Ain't no motherfucking way. Not me. Not me. I wish y'all could have seen me 10 years ago. I was way worse. I'm way more balanced and mature now. I wish I could have seen me when I was 25. Man, y'all be like, this nigga crazy. I wouldn't, if I was on the internet when I was 25, let's say if I was 25 and I had, and this was the age who was in, I'd be banned from every platform. That's how wild I was with my shit. That's how raw I was with my shit. I wouldn't even be able to be on here. I would never be monetized. No, none of that shit. They'll probably be like, man, this nigga hate women. I would never know misogynistic dude ever. I love women, but man, please. You know? So that's the second thing that players do to make getting sex easy. The first one is physical appearance and presentation. It's to optimize that. And the second is to only deal with women who are interested in you only. I had a guy that I was coaching. He might be on here watching. Tons of matches, wearing himself out, literally wearing himself out, trying to keep up with all the matches on the dating app. And I had to tell him, bro, it's starting to become not fun because you chasing all these bitches that this short feeding you and bird feeding you. Fuck them. You find the ones who are interested in you, who respond when you flirt or you open, they respond back like they interested in you. And don't talk to nobody else. That's who you prioritize. My saying, I'm gonna put these hoes to work, bro. I'm gonna let you cake them. That was listen. Like I say, I could show y'all songs, bro, that I used to rap when I was a kid. And that's why I used to say, I put these hoes to work. I'm gonna let you cake them, bro. That's how I used to be. I'm way more mature and balanced now, but that was my mentality. I mean, man, please. I used to be wild boy. I was a wild boy. for sure, for sure. I'm not a person that mistreat people though. You know, I'm not disrespectful to women or mistreat them, but I mean, you ain't finna come here taking. You know? Y'all make sure y'all bless that collection plate. If you guys are picking up what I'm putting down, so that was only deal with women who are interested. If you picking up what I'm putting down, press the number 1 in the chat, and let's get this collection plate going. That's the cash tag right there. That's right under my name. $ King Dreism, KINGDREISM, or hit the super chat button. Make sure y'all pass that collection plate. Let's get this thing moving. But if you picking up what I'm putting down, let's get a number 1. I need to see some activity in the chat before I keep it moving, or I get up off this shit. I will get up off this shit. And I go do something that's interested in me, like how I do with women. I ain't finna be sitting here with you niggas and you niggas ain't putting in. You understand? So I'm like that with y'all. I'm not finna be. I ain't finna be up here sitting talking to myself and I ain't getting no feedback. Niggas ain't donating no nah. Bro, I get up off this shit and go put my energy to where I get something out of it. You know what I'm saying? I go make a YouTube video or something. I make some money, get some leads. Ain't finna be sitting up here gaming y'all up and y'all ain't putting back into the game. That's out. That is out from now on, and I'm gonna hold y'all to that. You know, if you sitting up here soaking up free game, you understand? But yeah, y'all make sure y'all bless that collection plate. The cash tag is $ King Dreism. But let's move on to the next one. Now, the third thing that players do to make getting sex easier is master the art of charm. You have to know how to charm. What is charm? What is charm? Charm is the ability to bring delight to people, to make people feel better. You know, make people feel good, make people feel better. You know? Why did you disappear? I wouldn't disappear. I've been posting every day. I just ain't been going live, but I didn't disappear. Voodoo Moon Girl. What does Voodoo Moon mean? Do you play with spirits and all that stuff? That's crazy if you do. But you got to learn how to charm, learn how to bring delight to people. You got to learn how to charm and bring delight to people, make people smile, make people feel better, make people feel better about themselves. You know, bring pleasure to people. That makes you a magnet. That makes people want to be around you because they can draw from you to feel better. You know, it's a tool. And not only is it a tool, but, you know, when you give yourself, when you give the positive, you know, when you give, you know, when you give good parts of yourself and you give people positive energy, you get that back in return. You know, you get it in friendships, you get it in opportunities, you get it in money, all type of shit. You know, but in order to be charming, you have to feel good about yourself. You have to feel good on the inside in order to be charming. Because what's on the inside manifests itself outwardly. Players have learned how to do that. They make women feel good about themselves. I just talked about this the other day. All that no validation, goofy shit that y'all be on. You think that's how ladies, men, and players talk to women? No, they make women feel like they're the only. They may not act like it. Now the actions may say something different, but we used to make women feel like they were the only people in the world. That's probably why they act like that now. You see what I'm saying? Now, of course, the behavior didn't match. You know, we was on bullshit, but you know, that's with anything in life. You got to make people feel something, make people feel good in order to get something from them. You got to give to the game, and the game gonna give you back. You understand? You got to give to the game, and the game give you back. When you give positive energy, you get it back. Be a good time. Be somebody positive to be around. Be an escape. Most people, I ain't even say most people, everybody every day getting beat down by life. Bills, kids, stress, work, gas, high, bullshit, mosquitoes. It's hot, it's snowing, tornadoes coming, hurricane season, you know, the road messed up, sitting in traffic all day, boss stressing you out, you ain't had sex in 6 months. Got cheated on, like everybody, the life is beating people down. And so when you can be a source of positivity and a source of, you know, good feelings and positive emotion, you become an escape for people. You know, it's magnetic. That's what makes you magnetic. It's the energy that people want to be a part of. You understand? That's what charm does. And players know how to charm. They know how to charm women. You understand? So that's the third thing. Charm. Master the art of charm. The fourth thing. Let me check this cash out. Let me see if we got some cash out. Let's see what we got going on, bro. Yeah, y'all ain't blessing the. Oh, there we go. Shout out to Jimmy G. Shout out to Jimmy G and Jimmy Holloway for the cash out. Appreciate y'all, brothers. Does it take long to have charm? No, you can have charm tomorrow morning. Go tell that lady at the you know, that lady in line, you not love that dress. That's a beautiful dress. I hope you have a wonderful day. You can be charming tomorrow. Like you can be charming now. You know, learn how to bring pleasure to people without trying to get something back, without a transaction, you know. They learn how to make people feel better about themselves, feel better in general, but also take it the next step, feel better about themselves without trying to get something back, without a transaction. That's charm. And you can be that, you can do that the next time you talk to somebody. Shout out to Justin Phillips for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, my brother. But so no, it don't take you long to charm people. Now it may take you, you know, a month if you practicing every day to kind of make it a part of your character. Niggas do it in the streets to each other. You see a nigga like, boy, I see you, boy. That's what we used to do. We see a nigga, we ain't seen nigga looking good. Boy, I see you, boy. Boy, you doing it? Boy, let a nigga hold something. You making a nigga, you saluting him, making him feel better. That's called being charming. You see what I'm saying? Getting somebody a bone. You know what I'm saying? But y'all won't know nothing about that because y'all also stuck on this. You don't validate women. You don't complicate them. We're going to act like we don't like women, like we gay. You know? So, charm, master the art of charm, bro, and it'll make your life easier. So now, physical, all this shit that I said, you can do it overnight. Physical appearance and presentation. Only deal with women who are interested in you, right? And you become more interesting, especially to the people around you, by the way that you present yourself. So you only deal with women who are interested in you or showing you that they're interested in you. Master the art of charm. Now, the fourth thing is close the motherfucking deal. Players, close the deal. When it's time to take shit to the next level, they take shit to the next level. They don't sit and stall out and waste their time and waste your time and sit there scared to make a move and hoping the woman make a move and stalling and stalling and stalling. You're not going to get nowhere like that. Slow feet don't eat, my nigga. Say it in the chat. Type it in the chat. Slow feet don't eat. Slow feet don't eat. Yeah, I do one after. If we get some more, I got some in my fucking nose. If we do some more, if we get some more cash apps, I do a Q&A. I bless y'all with the game. So, yeah, you can't be stalling around waiting on shit to happen for you. No, you make your shit happen. And when I say close, of course, in this instance, I'm talking about with women and taking things to the next level and escalating. But that's just with anything, bro. You got to make shit happen in your life. Remember, all it come back to being a man, and men make shit happen. When it's time that if you want the energy and the relationship or the situation that you in with a woman to be romantic, then make the romance happen. It's up to you to take it there. And then if she resists you, then she don't like you. That go back to rule number 2. Only deal with women who are interested. She clearly not interested in you romantically, so you get rid of her so you can make room for somebody that is. But you got to close the deal. That makes it get is that, man, you would be surprised at how many women actually like you if you moved on it. You'll be surprised who like you. You'll be surprised how many women like you, and you'll be surprised at how many women that'll just sleep with you. You would be surprised, bro. But how many women will give you some coochie if you moved on it? Not sitting around being no friend and acting like a friend and being scared and not knowing what you want. And I ain't talking about that. But if you step down to a woman like a man, on point, she interested in you, she show up, and you put your game down, you'll be amazed at how much sex you get. You got to close the deal. You got to take it to the next level because that's your responsibility as a man. You take it to the next level. Ain't no woman, most women ain't going to do it for you. If you want to have sex with a woman, create the environment for that to happen, and you make that shit happen. Take it to the next level. And if she resists you, you get rid of her. You understand? Y'all better start blessing that cash up. I'm gonna do like Lucario do. Shout out to my nigga Lucario. I'm gonna do like Lucario do and only answer questions from the people who donate. So y'all start blessing that cash out. Y'all asking questions and trying to get free game. Y'all don't even put $1. Put $1 on the collection plate. Super chat $1. Something. Give to the game. Somebody helping you out. But you got to learn how to close a deal and take that shit to the next level, which leads me to the escalation playbook. I'm going to teach you how to do that so you can put your Mac boots on and your player boots on in the escalation playbook. That's what it's about. Flirting, sexual tension, the whole nine. Get on the wait list. Matter of fact, I'm going to post it right here. Get on the wait list. And I'm going to actually show you the page just in case you don't know how to get there. Let me show y'all real quick. So you click on this page, click on that link right there. It's going to take you here. Finally know how to take it all the way and close that deal like a real player should. The escalation playbook. That's my new program. You get on the wait list. You click this button and you get on the wait list. There's a button right here you click. See where it says get on the wait list? You click that, put your name in, your email, and get on the wait list. And as soon as July 13th comes, you in there. And if you on the wait list, you get special bonuses and special privileges. So get on the escalation playbook. If you know you struggle escalating and taking things to the next level, I'll walk you through it step by step. So that drops on July 13th. Get on the wait list. The link is in the chat right now. And if you're listening to the playback, it's going to be in the description. Get on the fucking wait list. Because then you get on the wait list, you can join the community. And the community ain't going to always be there. So get on the community and then you can join these live coaching calls. Well, I'm really, really breaking the game now on these live coaching calls. So get on the wait list now. But yeah, close the deal. Close the fucking deal. Make shit happen. It's your job as a man. Women are following your lead. If she match with you, listen to me. I know that I've done a job. I've contributed to making you paranoid because I was trying to show you how to not be taken advantage of. And so you took that as all women are out here trying to take advantage of you, right? So that's not the case. There are women who are trying to take advantage of you. And as long as you play your card right, you ain't got to worry about that. The game saves you. The game protects you. Now that the women who don't like you or who are out to take advantage of you, now that we got them out of the way, there's a whole heap of women that is out here looking for romance and trying to find somebody to hunch on or trying to find a man or trying to find romance and intimacy. That's what the rest of the women are doing. So if a woman swipes right on you on a dating app, 8.5 times out of 10, she found something about you physically appealing. So if she finds something about you physically appealing, that's going to make putting your game down much easier. So you can assume that she likes at least the way you look somewhat. Now, she ain't heard what you saying. She ain't heard you put your game down, which could turn her off. But you get the like or you get the phone number, you in the door, right? Now, from that point, you talking, vibing, she give you the phone number to text her or for whatever, to continue the conversation after. That's a little bit more interest. She really likes you. Not like she's drop dead gorgeous, but you got to understand there's a million things a woman can be doing besides texting you right now, right? So assume that, okay, she likes me, she's showing up, she cooperating so far. You get her on the date, she agreed to the date, and then she come. Nigga, she's interested. Put your fucking game down. All that, is she taking advantage of me and all that? You're supposed to figure that out. You're supposed to know that way before that, before you even get there. And if you worried about that, don't go on no motherfucking date with no woman. excuse me, if you worried about her taking advantage of you. It exists. Yes. But the majority of women are just trying to find a guy that like them and that they like, and just get into some romance and be whatever the fuck they need. So she's showing up. Put your game down. Like, what more signs do you need? Y'all be like, what's the choosing signals, nigga? She showed up. She took time out of her life to show up. Take advantage of that. What more do you need? So once she show up, okay, boom, she fucking with me. She here. So now you charming, conversing, flirting, and all that shit. She open. She ain't resisting. Take her on home. You would be surprised at how many women like you if you just stepped up to the plate and stop being a weenie. Close the deal, bruh. Stop being a weenie. Be a man. You know? You need to get a haircut. Now, this part is important, and this is something that I don't speak on much. And I'm not going to say this is an ancient secret or a top secret, because it's not, but it's something that players do that we don't speak on much that makes it easy. First of all, before I move on, let's get some action in the chat. If y'all picking up what I'm putting down, drop a number 1 in the chat. If y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Mactavius, shout out to you. Appreciate you, my brother, for the cash app. Shout out to Mactavius. Well, his name is Mark Tavius, but I call him Mactavius. Jimmy G and Jimmy Holloway. I appreciate y'all. Everybody else, put something on that collection plate, my brother. Put something on that collection plate. You know, and if y'all put something on that collection plate, I'll do a Q&A after. We'll do a Q&A after this. But what was I saying? Oh, are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? So how we started, you got to be a man first and foremost. Then your physical appearance and presentation. Only deal with women who are interested. Master the art of charm. Close the deal. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? If y'all ready for the next one, give me a number 1 in the chat or a fire sign in the chat. And that's how I know when I see that activity in the chat, that's how I know y'all ready to move on. Jamie, what's up, bro? What's going on, bro? There ain't enough action in the chat for me, man. I'd have been in here an hour till I cut this motherfucker off. I probably should I cut this off. There ain't enough action. Let me get some fire times or some number 1s in the chat before we move on. I will get up off this motherfucker for real. Y'all just don't understand, man. I run a business, man. You know how much shit I could be doing that make me money right now? You know what I'm saying? I'm sacrificing to get y'all some game. You know? Now, the last thing that players do to get sex easier, and that's just for this list. I may do another list. And this is one that I don't speak on this much, and most people don't speak on it much. And I understand why, because it's almost like it should be obvious, but it's not. Is keep women around by keeping women coming back. Do y'all understand what that means? If you understand what I'm saying, let me know. Tell me what you think I mean. You keep women around by keep coming back, by keep women coming back. You know? Keep women around by keeping them coming back. Kai Jiang or whatever. I'm spitting game right now. You got to hold your question to the end. Or if you want me to stop what my teaching to help you, then you got to grease some palms, money talk, bullshit walk. Because if it was me and I was watching Alex Hormozi or something and he was answering questions and he said, I do my questions, let me spit my game. If I was in a rush and I needed him to answer my question, you know what I do? I super chat him $100 an action. I ain't telling you I can afford to do it. I ain't telling you, but I super chat him whatever I could afford so I could show him that I appreciate him stopping to help me. You understand? You see how that's how this works, brother. This is how this works. The ones that keep coming back want to be around. No, what I'm saying is it takes what they call it now, sourcing. We used to call it campaigning on a mission. Missions and campaigning and hunting and quote unquote, we also used to say we on the prowl, right? That means we gotta get our hoes up, gotta get our women up. You know, I feel like them spots up on that team should start getting low. So you gotta get back out there, go out a little more, start hollering that way. You know, then you got to start over again. You got to date in and all this old shit. You know, pulling up and putting your best foot forward and all this old shit. You got to start that process over and over and over and over and over again. And that shit get tiring sometimes. Especially if you got a lot going on. Now, don't get me wrong. I do enjoy meeting them, meeting and all that shit. It's fun. But it is resource intensive and energy intensive, especially playing the pump and dump game. Players don't really pump and dump. Dudes who are players don't really pump and dump. They know how to keep women around. Because they understand that quality is way better than quantity. And running through. This day, when you get a new woman, you got to start over, start the first. It's old, you know what I'm saying? And so, not saying that dealing with women don't take energy, because it does take energy dealing with women and having women on your team. But having 2 women who quality, they showing up, they providing value. That's easier than running through, because you got to spend a lot of time on dating apps. You got to talk to 60 to get one, all this old shit. It's just, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of the times when a dude that's a player, he out there, he looking for a few and he chilling. 1 or 2 of them fall off, he get a couple more, boom, and he coasting like that. It's just much easier in first dates and this and, at least from my perspective, in the way that I've always seen thorough dudes handle their business with women. Now, that ain't saying like, you may have 2 or 3 or whatever, and you out somewhere and a woman just choosing and it's just like, an alley-oop, cool. But, and I'm not saying anything is wrong with pumping up. If you got the energy and that's your style, cool. But a lot of you guys don't know how to keep women around. A lot of you guys don't know how to keep women coming back for more. And it's a lot of the times you guys think it's just sex. And a lot of the time, I mean, that can be a component. Like you can have good, you know, you could knock that thing, you could put them through the mattress. And that could be a reason that they keep coming back, but it don't always have to be that. One of my little guys, shout out to him. He in here. He listening right now. But with him, he was having that problem. And I was telling him, like, why the fuck would somebody just want to just be around you to just fuck? Like, you know how easy, like all you offering is dick. It's all you have to offer is dick. You know, chick trying to talk to you and vibe with you and shit. You know, you trying to figure out why they don't want to come over, but then you don't want to give them nothing else but dick. And it's more than likely mediocre whack dick because you're a rookie. You see what I'm saying? But they trying to fuck with you and reach out to you and hang out with you. Then you curbing them, but then when you ask them to come over, they don't want to come over. You want to just be drive way across town to get some mediocre dick and then get tossed out like a hoe? No, like what is the incentive to fuck with you? You got to have a reason for women to want to fuck with you. And it could be a multitude of reasons. It's best as if it's you and your personality, but it's a multitude of reasons that a woman will stay in your rotation and give you the sex or whatever you're looking for if you can make it beneficial for her to be there. People are around you because it's beneficial for them to be around you, just like you deal with her because it's beneficial for you because you want sex. So you have to have something worth being around, and you have to understand that. You could be charm. Like charm is very magnetic. Some women just maybe worked all week, ain't heard of positive things, ain't got no nothing. It's just I just want to hang around him because he's a breath of fresh air. It's like an escape. You know what I'm saying? It could be having a nice crib and your crib comfortable and the dew pumping and you got a big TV and a nice couch and it smell good in there. And it's the whole vibe. It's just like, I've been working all week. His shit is a vibe. Y'all go over there, kick it, smash, lay up, kiss you, just to kick it over there for a couple hours, escape from the regular life, and then she gone. I'm not saying you got to take women dates and all that. I mean, that's a way to keep them around too. If you dating and going and doing places and going out to eat and going to comedy shows and doing things, that's a way to keep women around. But y'all think that y'all can keep women coming back with your weak, mediocre sex and nothing else to offer. Like somebody, no, it don't work like that, bro. If you ain't knocking them through the mattress, the only niggas who get away, the only type of men who can get away with only providing women sex is dudes who knocking their ass through the mattress and making them come. That's the only dudes who can get away with that. And it ain't a lot. So the rest of you niggas need to have something more to offer if you want a woman to keep just being in your rotation, just fucking on you. Ain't no woman finna just be fucking on you for nothing. When she can go fuck on this nigga and get put through the mattress, or go fuck on this nigga and get a purse, or go fuck on this nigga and he got a nice crib. You see what I'm saying? You got to have more to offer than just sex. And players understand that. And when you keep women around, and you got your game and you got your system on autopilot, boom, I see this woman Thursday, I see this woman Wednesday, boom, you know, and you plan it, you ain't got to worry about that. Now you, instead of campaigning and doing all this old shit and taking time to go find women and all this shit, you hustling, you getting your money, you building. Because you got the sex set up already. You got the women set up already. You see what I'm saying? It's easier to build when you got that part taken care of. You see what I'm saying? Oh, a lot of y'all, you think you get like you think you no. Well, who are you? I had to tell my little homie, like, who are you? Who the fuck you think you is? Nigga, you live at your mama house. You ain't got no car. You see what I'm saying? You think you finna just be giving women that whack ass Ricky dick, and they just be coming over and just want to be around, just want to keep coming. No, nigga, you got to have more to offer. That's how this goes. Or learn how to put them through the mattress. You got to worry about that. But you know the good thing? If you get the escalation playbook, if you on the wait list, I got a program that teach you how to put them through the mattress. Right? If you on the wait list, when the escalation playbook drop and you grab it, you get a program that teach you how to put them through the mattress. It's called How to F Better and Last Longer. Teach them how to, take them to that world where they want to come back and keep seeing you. You dig? So get on the wait list. I'm going to put the link in the chat again. The escalation playbook is coming on July 13th. But yeah, so you got to be a man. None of that stuff that I just told you to do is hard. Everybody in here can do that. The things that I just mentioned, they're not hard. You just didn't know to do it. Add that to your game. Be a man first. That's a lifelong journey. But physical presentation, only deal with women who are interested in you. Learn how to charm, close the deal, keep women around by keeping women coming back. And now that I think about it, in one of my programs that you get, that's a bonus with the escalation playbook, I teach how to charm in that program. It just hit me. I got a whole section on how to charm, how to be charming as a person, and how to add that to your personality. So get on the wait list. The escalation playbook dropping July 13th. Now, I'm about to check these cash apps. Did you see my comment? I didn't see your cash app. I didn't see you bless the collection plate. So I'm not going to stop what I'm doing to address your comment. You see how that worked? So no, I didn't see your cash app. All right. Since you want to interrupt me while I'm trying to teach, but you ain't showing your gratitude for me stopping my teaching to all the men that's in here. You want me to stop everything for you, but you ain't blessing and greasing palms or putting it on the table so you could skip the line. So no, I didn't see your comment. Chris 78, what's your cash out, bro? Yeah, I don't know who raised y'all, bro. Oh, shout out to you. I see you, Chris. Shout out to you for the for blessing the collection plate. I don't know who raised y'all, bro. Y'all live. Did you see my comment? Hey, nigga, did you not see me talking? Like, who the fuck raised some of y'all? Your parents allowed you to do that when you was a kid? I see you, Chris. I appreciate you, my brother. Did y'all parents allow that? Y'all bless the cash app, man. $, cash tag, or whatever you call it. King Dreism, KINGDREISM. Now, as I said, bless the cash app, and I'll stay a little longer, and we'll do a Q&A. All right. Nothing in life is free, including game. The game is really to be sold, not told. I ain't even supposed to be telling y'all this. You know what I mean? My homeboy be like, bro, you tripping. You tell them square ass niggas the game. Yeah, but you just starting up. I've been on here for an hour and a half. I did my job. I did my job. I promised what the title said already. So, you know, I mean, my homeboys be like, bro, you ain't supposed to be giving them game goof ass niggas the game. I'm in violation. Even telling y'all this. The game, you're supposed to earn the game. You don't give the game to niggas who don't deserve it. And how you show you deserve it is you put something back into the game. Either sweat or you grease palms. you know. So I'm waiting on a couple more cash apps or blessings to the collection plate or super chats. If I don't get them, I'm out of here, bro. Oh, shout out to CLT for the Canadian 279. Appreciate you, CLT. I think I know who that is, but I don't want to say your name and dox you. Shout out to $20. Shout out to Ron. Shout out to Ronna for the dub. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Brody. Shout out to K-Mo for the 10. Appreciate you. There we go. Drop them questions in the chat. If you got a question, put a Q in the chat. Put a Q in the chat. Let's get it. Let's game y'all up then. That's what I'm talking about. Let's game you brothers up. Let's go. Put a Q in the chat if you got a question. I seen 1,000 questions when I was teaching. Now, don't nobody got no questions. Y'all niggas crazy, bro. I thought I literally seen 1,000 questions when I was teaching. And it's I ain't finna beg y'all. I'm not finna beg y'all at all. There we go. So me and this chick was kissing and feeling last night. Everything but not sex. I made a joke earlier today through text, and she says, I have to earn sex from her. How should I respond? I wouldn't respond to that at all. What was the joke you made? What was the joke you made? But I wouldn't respond to that at all. Like, who you don't, man, how the fuck do I look like? Like, who you think you is even saying that type of shit? Yeah, that's crazy. She basically just you know. I told her I got blue balls. Why would you tell her that? Let me ask you this, Universal Link. When you was kissing and filling up on her, did you try to escalate it, or did you just hear her with that the next day, like, oh, you gave me blue balls? Keep it keep it real so I could actually help you so you're not in that position again the next time. Because I'm gonna break that down for you, depending on how you played that the night before. So the night before that, did you actually try to escalate and she stopped you, and then you said the next day you had blue balls, or y'all was just kissing and feeling and you didn't take it further than that? So you tried to escalate it and she said that she was on her period. So at the night before, she said, Universal Link, listen, I'm asking you a question. You got to get your communication on point. Answer the question based on the way that I asked you. The last night when you was kissing and filling up on her, did you try to push and not even, I don't want to say push, but did you try to take it to the next level as far as make sex happen? Yes or no? Did you last night, did you try to make sex happen? Yes or no? Once you answer that question, I'll get back to you. What's another thing men waste time on besides not dealing with women that's interested in them? That's all type of shit, really. All type of shit. That's that kind of question. It's like, let's say anything: video games, jacking off, Netflix, going to the club. People waste time on all type of shit. You know, I got a girl that I've had sex with once. Since then, she sent pics and talks about how much she wants to do it again. But whenever it's time to meet up, she's had an excuse as to say why she can't. I would have cut her off after the first excuse. I would have cut her off after the first excuse. You understand? You cut them off after the first excuse. So she shouldn't get the opportunity to keep playing with you like that. She shouldn't have the opportunity to keep playing and flaking on you like that. Remember, spend your time on women who's showing you they're interested in you. Showing you by showing up. Actions always speak louder than words. She done sent that picture to 40 niggas. You ain't the only person that got that picture. So it's not like she took time to take that picture. If you go through her phone right now, she done sent that picture to everybody. You understand? So if you asked her, if you tried to escalate last night and she was like, oh no, I'm on my period. And the next day she said, oh, you got to earn it. Get rid of her, brother. When she say I have to earn sex from her, I wouldn't even respond. Where we send the questions at? Post it in the chat. Just put a Q next to it. I didn't try to reach for her pants or anything. I was just kissing her neck and stuff and kind of just respected that she's on her period. I don't want to sit here and be like, oh, when a woman say that, she's lying, because I don't want y'all to think that and then be trying to push up on a woman or anything. But for her to say the next day, oh, you got to earn this, she was lying. She was more than likely lying. And that don't mean getting your ego to try to get her to like you now. That means that this is a woman that you shouldn't talk to because she don't like you enough. You just should go find a woman who's actually interested in you and that's showing you that she's interested in you. The same way you're interested in her. So I wouldn't even respond to her. I wouldn't respond to that. I wouldn't even respond to that. At all. Bro trying to run the red light for real. Yeah, I wouldn't even respond to that. That's out. You know? That's out. Let's get some more questions though. And you keep me going. Let's get some more questions. Any other questions? What are the top important pictures to have on a dating app profile? Dating on a dating profile is a pic of you, your interests. Yeah, just make sure the pictures look good. Just make sure the pictures look good. Shout out to CLT for the $13 super chat. I went out Last night I went out with 2 girls I'm smashing. They told me they wanted a threesome before the fact, and this will be my first one when it happens. Any tip? Just it ain't that overcomplicated. It's not that complicated. Don't overcomplicate it. Just invite them back both and sip and chill and vibe, and then you take care of one. And shout out to Universal for the $5 super chat. Yeah, you don't. It ain't that complicated. You go and y'all chilling and y'all drinking and kicking it or whatever the case may be, and do what you do with one and bring the other one in. Sometimes they'll both, if especially if they both brought it up to you, they'll start, getting down with each other. But shout out to you for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you. But yeah, don't people try to do you think that it's super overcomplicated or you got to do some math? No, just chill and vibe. And when you ready to get it busting, whatever your mind tell you to do. You escalate that just like if you was escalating and it was just her by herself. Or you tell them what to do with each other. Tell them to start kissing or whatever the case may be. Just be the man that you is when it's only one of y'all. I mean, when it's only you and her. And you be that same man. When you just you and her, you tell her what to do. Hey, get on your knees or, however you talk to her and tell her what to do. When it's that time, just do the same thing with it, both of them. Rich Boy Manny, let me answer your question. But K-Mo, shout out for the $5 super chat. Rich Boy Manny, how long you been listening to this? How long you just not tuning in? Rich Boy Manny, are you just not tuning in to the episode? And then once you answer that, I'm gonna answer your question. Shout out to Thomas for the $10 super chat. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate ya. I'm gonna answer this question, Brian. I'm gonna answer this question. How do you flip the dynamic when a woman starts pulling back or playing hot and cold so that she's the one trying to regain your attention? Now, guys, put in the chat, what was I just talking about? What was I just talking about? What would a player do? Thomas, appreciate you for the super chat or the cash out, brother. Appreciate y'all. What would a player do, Thomas? I mean, not Thomas. What was I just talking about? So that's why I want to know if you've been here or not. Because if you ask me that and you've been listening to this whole time, you tripping. Because I just talked about that for 25 minutes. 5 days in. No, I'm saying, have you been listening to this episode all night? Rich Boy, have you been listening to this episode all night? We just talked about we only deal with women who are interested in us. Why? Because we want to make the room and the capacity to win. You can't have the capacity to win or have the capacity to cultivate the things that you need, that show up, that you want, if all your time is spent on bullshit, brother. I just talked about this for 25 minutes. So I don't know if you're just not coming in. If you're just not coming in, I forgive you. But if you haven't, if you have been here, you out of line for asking me that. But we ain't flipping no motherfucking dynamic for when no broad start acting cold and playing games. Ain't no flipping no dynamic. I don't teach chasing no women, playing no games with no women, no emotional wars with women. That's not what I teach. That's not what I stand for. If a woman ain't on your program, if she ain't cooperating, if she being difficult, let her go. How you gonna be rich? How you gonna get money? How you gonna win? How you gonna be healthy? How you gonna make room for the shit in your life that edifies you, that helps you grow, that helps you progress easily, if all of your time, energy, and attention is spent locked in some emotional war with some bitch who don't fucking like you, trying to make her like you? Y'all niggas think y'all got infinite amount of brain power. Y'all think y'all got infinite amount of space, infinite amount of mental effort, infinite amount of time. Nigga, you got 24 hours a day. After a while, your brain start to slow down. Your cognitive function decline. After you up so long and after you put so much mental effort into things, that's why you have to take a break. That's why when you're at work, your boss give you an hour break or a 30-minute break. That's why the work that a day only 8 hours, because you wouldn't be as productive working 20 hours. So if all of your mental effort and all of your mental energy is going into playing some emotional games to get some funky thought that don't like you to like you, and by playing emotional games with her, you are hustling backwards. You cannot win like that, because there's a sea of women who would be glad to have a man like you, and they'll treat you right. You know why you'll never get to them? Because all of your time, the 24 hours that you have in a day, the finite amount of brain power and effort and willpower that you have per day is spent on bullshit. You can't think about getting no money because you got to think about how I'm gonna get this woman to like me. She playing hot and cold, so how to get her back so she could be giving me attention again and start chasing me. I don't want to do that. I want to spend my life how I'm gonna grow my business. My kid, I got to teach my kid some basketball moves. I got to teach my sons this. My legacy, I got to save these money. I got the market is doing this today. How I'm gonna make some money in the market. How I'm gonna grow my business. This, that. I don't want to spend my time on some woman who don't like me trying to get her to like me. If she ain't fucking with me, she got to go. That's the difference between dudes like me and y'all. That's why y'all struggle, because you don't have capacity in your life to fucking win. Excuse me. Your effort, your capacity, that's why dudes, that's what separates dudes like me and guys that's like me from y'all niggas. Because I understand I only have 24 hours in a day. I only have so much brain power. I only have so much mental energy. I only have so much cognitive function before I start to operate at suboptimal levels. Why am I spending my time locked in some emotional bullshit war with some chick who probably messing with other dudes, who playing hot and cold, who sucking somebody else's dick, doing all this other shit? Why would I do that? And I'm trying to win and get somewhere in life. I'm gonna spend my time and energy into what's gonna help me. And so the woman that comes into my life, all she got to do is make sure that I'm spending my time and energy with being my optimal self, and she'll naturally benefit from that. But if she's dumb enough and not smart enough and selfish enough to say, well, I want him to get to focus on me. I don't even want a woman in my life that's that dumb. Because now if I have to focus on you to appease your feelings, that means you short-sighted. You can't even think past 10 minutes. I don't want no woman around you like you around me because you're dumb. And if I follow you, I ain't gonna have shit. So I don't even want you around me. I don't care how good you look. I don't care how good you can fuck. I don't care about none of that. I don't care how submissive you is. If you can't think past your feelings, I'm cool on you. I don't want to be locked in an emotional war with you. So in order to come in my life and be in my world, you have to understand that I'm not putting effort into chasing you. Is that understood? Do y'all understand where I'm coming from? Y'all think that this sounds cool. That I only fuck with women who fuck with me. Y'all think the shit sound cool and niggas just saying it says it sound cool. No, it's backwards. It's self-destructive to do otherwise. It's not smart. It's stupid. You only have so much time. Spend it where it matters. Y'all want to spend y'all fucking shit trapped in some invisible emotional entanglement with some broad that don't like you like that? That's crazy to me. How important is your friend group to being a player, wingman, etc.? I mean, you're only good as your weakest link, but you don't need friends to be successful. But you don't want to be around people who ain't on what you on, because you become the sum of the people you hanging with. Have you always been good at time management, or did you have to learn it doing this? I mean, I'm always on time for stuff, but it's just, I just always handle my business. I don't even look at it like time management. Just you gotta handle your business, and you handle your business first. So, if that makes sense, I've always just learned that you got to handle your business. It's not if you prioritize, say, I'm gonna handle my business as a man because that's what a man's supposed to do. The time should have figured itself out, and that's always what I do, is just handle my business. I got to do a live stream tonight at 8:30. I knew that a week ago, so I make sure that I handle my business so I can have my live stream together at 8:30. I don't even look at it like a time management thing. I guess you can say that, but I have to do this because this is my job. This is how I eat. I got the escalation program I gotta let y'all know that. And then by letting y'all know that, I gotta come provide y'all some free game and, kick it with y'all and talk to y'all. This is a part of my job. I gotta handle my business. So I know I have to be on here at 8:30. So I gotta come handle my business. It just come with being a man, handling your business, being responsible. And when you do that, the time management should have taken care of itself. You lack time management because you're irresponsible and you ain't handling your business. Does that make sense? I'm gonna take a few more, y'all. I'm gonna definitely take a few more. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Hey, y'all drop y'all questions, man. Y'all drop y'all questions. If not, y'all know the vibe. What does holding the frame actually look like in a tense moment when a woman is actively trying to push your boundaries or get her? I don't know what holding the old frame is, and I'm not finna sit there trying to letting a woman push my boundaries. I don't know, bro. I'm not no red pill dude. I don't know what holding the frame is. So you have to describe what holding the frame is. But ain't no bitch finna be sitting in front of me pushing my buttons. We're not doing that. And I'm not finna be in no emotional entanglement with no broad, bro. Trying to play these subtle emotional games. We're not doing that. Been watching you since 2001 when I was 20 years old. Your free game legit turned my whole life up. So I do this, man. For sure. Appreciate you, Dominic. Glad you doing good. I got divorced a year after co-signing her car. How do I make sure she keeps paying the car? I want to cut her off completely, but the car debt makes me hesitate. So if you, I mean, that's how they, hey, look, bro, listen. When you violate the game and when you mistakes ain't fixable, my brother, sometimes you have to live with your mistake to learn. That's the game, right? And so you can't make sure she keep paying the car. And you get the car. If you want the car paid, you get it and pay for it. Or you can't get it because you co-signed for it. But if you want the car paid, pay for it. You know? That's how that works. Or don't co-sign for nobody. Don't co-sign for nobody. And what's crazy is what's crazy is if you got divorced a year after, y'all probably was already having problems and she probably was already checked out because divorces typically take some time. Fellas, listen, let me tell y'all something. I don't go fuck if it's your wife, especially if y'all having problems. Your girl, don't co-sign no car for no woman. Don't do that stupid, goofy shit. If you need to co-sign for a woman, you better off helping her get her credit fixed so you ain't got to co-sign. Don't co-sign for no car for no woman. Because this the thing. If you have to co-sign for a grown fucking woman, she's more than likely irresponsible. The fact that a grown person need another person to vouch for them, saying, hey, this person backs me up and I'm gonna pay because I normally don't pay my bills. When you have to co-sign for a person, that means they don't pay their bills. So you think they're gonna start paying the motherfuckers now that you co-sign? That's stupid. I don't give a fuck. Wife, none of that shit. If it's your wife, spend the money. I know a lady, shout out to Big Business Jen. Shout out to my homegirl Jen. Put you in the game. She put me in the game. Shout out to you. You better off spending money so she can get her credit fixed so she don't need no fucking cosigner. And I know, look, you're right, King Drake. We had issues already. I co-signed to get her a lower interest rate. She wanted me to co-sign an apartment after divorce. I said, get the F out of here. To get a lower interest rate, get your credit. You better off, if you're going to invest into a woman, you're going to invest into her, whatever. But don't put yourself on the chopping block for a woman, bro. Because now you trying to figure out, how do I make her pay her? Cause she ain't your credit finna be bad too, unless you pay that shit now. You better off just paying somebody $1,000 to fix her credit. And I knew y'all had issues, and so especially if y'all got issues, you trying to co-sign for a car, nah. And the women will probably hear this, be like, "Oh, you supposed to know. You're not supposed to put your neck on the line for somebody that's irresponsible, especially when y'all having problems." And she was finna divorce you anyway. Don't co-sign for nah, bro. Especially if y'all ain't, man. If this is just a chick you talking to, if you gonna want to make sure she drive that, just go buy a cash car. But don't put your motherfucking neck on the line and your credit and your livelihood on the line. Because what if you lose your job and you need to get a personal loan? Or what if you need to get a new apartment because this one burned down and now your credit all fucked up? Bro, stop saving irresponsible women. That's something I had to learn the hard way. I ain't never co-signed no woman for no car though. I'm just saying, just the irresponsible shit. If a chick keeps on sending body pics of herself and BSN, I don't know what BSN is. When you're direct with her, should you block her? That question don't even make sense. I don't know what you're saying. So put it into ChatGPT so you can figure out how to make that make sense. But this makes absolutely no sense. If a chick keeps sending body pics of herself with the puss when you direct with her, should you block her? That don't even make sense. It's always the dudes who don't be making no sense and like, oh, I don't hey, you missed my question. BSing. What is BSing? Oh, well, say bullshit. So if a chick keeps sending body pics of herself and bullshitting with the puss when you direct with her, so if she bullshit, have y'all not been listening to nothing I just said? I just went on a 30-minute talk earlier about this, and I just did it again. So I'm gonna say it one more time. Only deal with women who showing you they interested in you, period. Watch this. Where Darren Naughty, did you meet this woman on Snapchat or a dating app? Yes or no? Did you meet this woman on Snapchat? Where you met this woman at? Where you meet this woman at? Instacart. Was you doing Instacart or was she doing Instacart? Either way, you bold. That's interesting. Was you doing Instacart or was she doing it? Oh, both of y'all. Yeah, bro. If she's not showing you that she interested in you, if you trying to take it somewhere and she resisting you, she's not interested in you enough. You should move on, bro. Stop wasting your time. I just went on a whole 30-minute rant about that, bro. Twice. All right. Y'all got a couple more minutes. I'm getting off of here in 2 minutes at the 2-hour mark. I was only supposed to be on here for an hour, but y'all kept them cash apps coming, so I decided to stay a little longer. But I'm gonna take one more question, make it a good one. I'll take one more, make it a good one. Appreciate you, Universal Link. Appreciate you, my brother. Great show. Appreciate you, Millie Ticket. All right, y'all. Look, the escalation playbook drops July 13th. If you want to learn how to text, if you want to learn how to flirt, you want to learn how to create sexual tension, if you don't want to learn how to capitalize on sexual tension and spot it to capitalize it, and how to raise it and how to create the environment for it to grow, if you want to learn how to escalate sexually, the Escalation Playbook drops July 13th. I'm not even going to sit here and talk about all the bonuses tonight that you get, the free bonuses you get with the Escalation Playbook, but I'm telling you, I stacked it with bonuses, so you cannot lose. Get on the wait list for the Escalation Playbook. It drops July 13th. If you're on the wait list when it comes out and you get the Escalation Playbook, I'm going to throw in how to fuck better and last longer. So if you want to learn how to put them through the mattress, get on the wait list. So also, when you get on the wait list, you get free access into the community. The community will be up for a few more weeks. I go live in there coaching and stuff like that. If you want to be a part of that, to come get coached by me, get on the wait list and you get free access for a little bit. So the link is in the description. If you're watching the playback, if you're watching live right now, the link is here right now in the chat. I just posted it. Click that link and get on the wait list. I see you guys some other time, probably Monday. Probably double back on Monday, give you guys another game session. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. It's your gracious game advisor, yours truly, King Dre. Till next time.